Welcome back, as we're about to head off to the Grove. Casterus, Hyacinth, who is just, well, you're both lovely. You guys ready to head out?
I'm glad to be in your company again, miss.
And I am, as always, glad to be in yours. And yours, Hyacinth. Tell me about the Titan known as Thanatos. Ooh, please, yes.
Thanatos controls my fate, in a sense.
Right,
The curse I bear came from them,
right.
and they have something of mine. Something of great importance that I must get back from them.
I'm kind of curious as to what it is. Your mortality? I don't know. I mean, your curse is that, you kill whatever you touch. At least I'm assuming. I don't think we've ever actually confirmed that. Just sort of implied it heavily several times. Who is Professor Anaxa? Ooh, he seems to be quite the character.
When I was studying at the Grove alongside Phynon and the others, Professor Anaxa was responsible for teaching us about the Chrysos heirs and the Titans.
Okay.
That's also when I met Miss Hyacinth. She was Anaxa's teaching assistant then.
Oh, I love the way she's looking up at us. Okay. How long ago were you guys studying there? I've assumed you're quite a bit older than Finan, but I don't really know for sure. I'm making a lot of assumptions just based off of bits and pieces that we've picked up about you, especially from that storybook now. What is the Grove of Epiphany?
The Grove of Epiphany is Akima's partner academy. They
Okay.
look after the core flame of Circes and are the
Oh.
organization at the forefront of researching phenomena such as the Black Tide and the Titans. They also provide academic research support for the Flame Chase journey.
Okay. So Circe's is, core flame. Circe's has already given it up. Is that right? But no one has claimed it yet. Interesting. I wonder why. Then again, maybe Circe's is still there, and what they're actually guarding is Circe's themselves.
Several Chrysos heirs are based in the Grove, including Miss Hyacinth and Professor Anaxa.
Okay, so they are both Chrysos heirs. All right, well, no more questions. Let's go.
Oh, I came here with a colleague from the Twilight Courtyard.
Okay.
I've asked her to pack her luggage in advance, so she's already waiting for us by the city gates. Let's go meet up with her.
Of course. By all means, lead the way. I wonder who it is. Here we are. Meant to do this last time, but... Noose the Erudition. If the truth of the universe is cruel and stale, would you still yearn for the answer to the ultimate question? 42. Knowledge seekers know not how to judge, for their core is cold and unwavering, as are the ends of paths they set out to seek. Fables About the Stars by Adrian Spencer Smith. So the erudition is about pursuing knowledge for knowledge's sake, it sounds like. All things bear unanswered questions, and there is an answer to everything. The astral computer, originally meant to provide answers to the universe, ascended to eonhood. This really is kind of the the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, in a way. It's kind of... I swear this actually must be at least intended to softly reference that. Noose hopes to understand the universe and solve all of its mysteries. Oh, cool. Yeah. Hell yeah, the erudition. I support the erudition. I like the erudition. So does the Genius Society, does all of the Genius Society follow the erudition? Into the hallowed halls step pride, ardor, and reason, traversing the length of a corridor etched with the inscription of knowledge and truth, transmuting into the embodiment of lowliness, apathy, and frenzy. Noose stays in a corner of the cosmos, working out the equations of the universe made up of trillions of variables and deriving the unknown laws of imaginary numbers. Once in a while, a spark of intelligence flashes in a mortal world. The Aeon of Erudition sends a signal to its source, inviting geniuses to join in the search for answers to the universe. Well, that answers the question. How are geniuses chosen? By a god. Okay. Many people misinterpret the signal, thinking the invitation to the Genius Society merely represents the favor and approval of the Aeon. Then, they proudly continue to devote themselves to their studies, unaware that the solution to the problems they have spent their whole lives searching for had already been solved by Noose thousands of years ago. Oof. Rip. But if Noose isn't sharing that information, then, well, it doesn't really matter that it's already been solved. There are also those who rejoice, thinking they have already reached greatness and had created priceless asset of civilization with their diligence and wisdom. They were such that their lives' achievements deserve Noose's approval. These geniuses were eager for a response from Noose, but the erudition has no time to appreciate the insignificant achievements of mere mortals. Their silence was deafening, which makes the Herta's attempts to commune with Noose all the more impressive, if also perhaps a little arrogant. Only very few can ascertain Noose's intentions. They humbly ask questions and seek guidance from the erudition. These enlightened few then disappear from the world, only leaving behind their world-shattering answers. The answer to the universe is beyond the limits of mortal wisdom. Only geniuses who can clearly acknowledge this conclusion can break free from the shackles of worldly curiosity, becoming true members of the Genius Society. Interesting. So it's not just you have to be acknowledged by Noose, but beyond that, that's just the first step. Okay. But I mean, all the geniuses are curious. They want to know everything. I guess their curiosity isn't worldly though, but otherworldly. A universal curiosity? Maybe. Yeah, the Herta does have some friction with the Garden of Recollection. We've definitely seen that. But, anyways.
Look, there she is. And Lady Trianne.
Oh.
But who's that they're looking at?
Someone on the ground?
Did something happen, Clementine? Oh, that's a serious injury.
Are they unconscious? Are they okay? Well, I think I could still see them breathing.
Miss Hyacinth, this man was discovered by Trianne. Trianne was in a bad mood this morning, so we went to the outskirts of Akama for some fresh air. But then we found him collapsed on the roadside.
I hope you can give her the present sooner rather than later, Castorus. Especially before Trianne finds out someone else has bought it. But
Trianne knows the city has good doctors, so Trianne brought our new friend into the city to look for a doctor.
Right, and then you found Clementine.
I was waiting here for Miss Hyacinth when I bumped into Lady Trianne. But by then, this man was already in critical condition, so I had to perform some emergency treatment first.
Good call.
These wounds, they're caused by the black tide.
Oh, no.
This is bad. Clementine, prepare a ward for this man at once. I'll treat him myself.
It's a miracle he's still alive,
No kidding.
considering how badly the Black Tide injured him.
Wait, so he was found around the city, though, wasn't he? Isn't that really bad? If the Black Tide is encroaching on Akuma?
Gray, Cassie, and Trian, would you mind making your way to the grove first? Once this man is out of danger, Clementine and I will join you.
All right. I will miss your company, Hyacinth, but that's your choice, your decision.
As a healer, I cannot ignore those in need of medical attention.
Right. I mean, you're making the right choice.
I understand. May fate have mercy on this poor man.
Yeah. Not time for Castris to bury his soul on yet.
Trian believes he'll get better. Everybody, follow Trian!
All right.
Fly, fly away from Akuma!
He's adorable.
Down this road we go, to the skies we fly! Leaving Akuma behind!
Yeah, so you're a guide now? Yeah, I guess since Hyacinth's not with us anymore.
Little Cass, little Gray, are you ready?
We're ready. Are we not using the Century Gate?
You might not be aware of this, but using the Sentry Gate takes a significant toll on Lady Trian.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Trian promised Treeby that we wouldn't open the gate unless we had no other choice.
Right. Good call. Very good call. I don't want 3 to be reduced to 2. Let's go.
I'm ready too.
Okie dokie. Everybody, let's hold hands. To the grove we go!
Oh, are we gonna take a rocket ship or ride one of the big old thingies? The dinosaurs? Yeah. Still need actually, I forget what you said you wanted to do. You wanted to stitch it into some fabric, I think.
It's harder than I thought to sew gemstones onto wool felt.
That was it. Hey, Mem. Yeah, I don't know much about it, but I have to imagine so.
Cass, memmy, memmy, mem. Memmy, mem, mem, mem.
Mem? Did I just hear the word Cass come out of your mouth? Not the word mem, but Cass. Huh. Cass has such nimble fingers. I want to learn too. But of course, Mem.
Mem wants to try sewing.
Yeah.
Here, why don't you give it a go?
But did you actually understand Mem? Or did you just intuit? How are you two so close already?
Memmy, mem, mem, memmy, mem. Memmy, memmy, mem, 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 mem.
I love Mem. Cass and I are now good friends after traveling together for so many days. Cass, for someone who's so reserved, you do make friends seemingly easily.
It's hard not to like Mem when they're so adorable.
I know, right? They're precious.
Oh, this is amazing. It seems as if their voice has become more intelligible after the battle with Nikador.
They did, yeah. I think we pointed that out with Mem, and Mem was like, right? It was quite cute.
After spending the last few days together, I feel like I'm gradually gaining the ability to understand what they're saying. Even if it's just a little.
It's impressive. Then again, you were already able to understand eons, so... Or not eons, titans.
Mem, 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 mem.
This shows...
Mem, 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 mem. Memmy, mem, 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 mem.
This shows that I'm learning new things. Once I obtain the memory of poking wool felt, will I grow hands that are as pretty as Cass's hands? I love that Mem is calling her Cass. I don't know, those hands are really pretty. Scary. Don't teach her how to sew, Cass.
Memmy, mem.
That's horrible.
Memmy, mem, 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 mem.
You can't say that to a girl.
Memmy, mem, mem, mem.
I was just kidding. This Mem's looking really smug there. I love it. I love that face. I don't know if it's intentional or not, but I was just kidding. Anyway, I believe that this trip to the Grove of Epiphany will definitely be a fruitful one. Oh, I imagine so, Mem. How exciting. I wonder what changes I'll experience next. Me too. You are growing at a rapid pace. You'll learn a powerful new ability. You might become fluffier. Do you like cute animals that much? Yes, absolutely. I love adorable creatures, and you are one of them. Are you secretly the type that cares a lot about outward appearances? No. I just, I like the soft, fluffy pet. I'm sorry, friend. The soft, fluffy friend.
Cute. Is everybody awake?
Yeah.
Little Gray, little Cass, and a little pink puppy?
Trianne. I guess you've never seen her. Cue Mem's reaction.
Puppy!
That was another word. I swear Mem said puppy. Puppy? I've become a different species altogether. And here I thought she would just give me a nickname like Little Memmy.
It's already action hour.
Noon.
Lady Trianne, I hope you're well rested.
That's a cool name for noon, action hour.
You were talking in your sleep. Did you dream of many things?
I wonder what they said.
Sleep talking? What did Trianne say?
I'm kind of curious too.
Something like, Mommy, doll with sword. Let's fight together. We'll be brave.
Oh, what? Mommy, doll with sword. Let's fight together. We'll be brave. That's too cute. Also, part of me suspects that it's actually more sad than it lets on.
Ew, it's so embarrassing. Please don't make fun of Trianne.
I would never.
Of course not.
Yeah.
Wasn't Lady Trianne's mother also the Holy Maiden of Yanisopolis?
Oh. Interesting. I wonder if that was the one who was were they locked up? Something like that. They were like a caged bird in some of the writings we read when we were heading to Orynyx.
Uh-huh. Mama was the strongest holy maiden in all of our history.
Uh-huh.
She also gave us the prophecy of deliverance.
Oh.
And she had red hair that looked like a cute red mushroom.
Strongest holy maiden in all of history. And gave you the prophecy. All right. We finally have a source, or at least a possible source for the prophecy. Tribios's mother. I kind of wonder, Trianne, when you guys, when you ascended, were you a child at the time? And that's why you still look like a child? Or did you revert to a childlike form?
But Trianne can't remember what Mama looked like anymore.
Aw.
Not even in the dream just now.
God, like I said, it's deceptively tragic. In that case, Stella and I will lend Trianne a hand. Oh, but You don't have hands, only paws.
Mem.
It's just a figure of speech. They do a great job of putting emotion and sarcasm and everything into Mem's voice.
Mem.
Think about it. There's so many memories scattered all over this world. Surely at least one contains an image of Trian's mama. One would think. Do we have to go find it, though? I keep a lookout for it. Boom. So yeah, individual words are starting to make it through. I'll be kind of sad on the day Mem can actually just speak. If I keep a lookout for it while searching for memories along our journey, and still can go boom, and not only will Trian be able to remember what her mama looks like, she'll be able to talk with her, right? I mean, I don't know how this works.
Trian thinks that's a great idea. Can the pink puppy help Trian out?
Yeah.
Mem.
Only if you promise to stop calling me a pink puppy.
Little Memmy from now on.
You called that nickname Mem. But wait, Trian, do you just fully understand what Mem is saying?
Mem.
That's much better.
Mem.
Still, I'd like to know what exactly I am. That was just a name I came up with on the whim. I mean, I don't know for sure, Mem. I'm still calling you the memories of this world, though. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Because I'll be sticking to my word anyway. Now that Trian is cheered up, shall we get going? Yeah, we really should.
Okie dokie. Trian remembers that we need to help Aggie ask the big tree whether Circe's would be willing to visit Akuma.
Okay, so Circe's is alive. And it's being guarded by the Grove. Okay. So we're here to the big tree. Wait, a literal tree, or I assumed we were gonna go talk to Anaxa.
If we follow this woven trail and keep going upward, we'll reach the grove in no time.
Yeah.
Mem.
The trail, where did it get its name from?
Legend has it that whenever they requested an audience with Circe's, Nestia would always come to the meeting in a long white dress.
Oh.
As the warps and wefts of the dress came into contact with the ground, they turned into paths and stairs.
Interesting myth.
May this romantic path bring good tidings to Akuma.
Hey there, little fella. Little beetle. Guide nymph. Welcome to the Grove, a place blessed by reason. The majesty of the Balfa Rift speaks for themselves. The Reason Titan. Onward, guests from afar. Behold the gorgeous view. See ya. Oh, that is a big tree. What is this? And there's another one. Huh. Grass has quietly crept up the folds of the statue's garments, and blue flowers bloom at its feet. The faceless guardian appears to have stood here for millennia, silently observing generations of scholars as they pass by. One wonders whether it guards the grove or waits for someone who will never return. I don't know.
Look, a huge tree.
Oh!
It's huge.
It is huge indeed. It also has a face. Okay, that tree is awesome. So we're gonna... That's not That's not serious. That's not the recent Titan, is it? The silent statue seems shrouded in a delicate veil, surrounded by glowing insects and bluish flowers. The scene inexplicably brings to mind Menestia's legend of transforming into butterflies. Before becoming butterflies, it seems they too were a solitary nocturnal wanderer who enjoyed solitary strolls. Second bit of butterfly theming. I associate them with Castris pretty exclusively at this point, but I guess Menestia as well. Broken cocoon, faint light still emanates. Only forsaking eternity for a fleeting embrace.
Rishi.
Ma'am.
Wow.
Ma'am.
So majestic. Still, hurry up and capture this moment. Good call, Mem. A giant tree bowed slightly in the silent forest, tilting and falling into the wilting green waves. A passing breeze rustled through the leaves, as if it was sighing, softly fading into the lightless ocean above on high. Would March 7th appreciate this sublime scene? You're uncertain. Don Hung, perhaps. Never mind. Every time he encounters a tree as big as this one, it would be a deeply troubling situation. Yeah, take a photo. Oh, man. Now let's get a big old zoom out. I never fail to impress. This photo deserves an award. The subject of the photo does, but the photo could use improvement still. What is this huge tree, though?
It's the Bough of Rift, the divine body of Circe.
It is? Okay.
Flora began to grow where they planted their roots, and this flatland basin upon which we stand gradually became a large, verdant forest.
So Circe's is a tree. I guess that explains why they need to be protected. Because, well, they probably can't move.
A long time ago, Thelesis, the first scholar, led the masses to build a garden and courtyard in the forest, naming the site the Grove of Epiphany. There, people sought mental clarity, knowledge, and enlightenment.
Trian knows this. Everybody says that was how this big academy came to be.
Well, I appreciate you telling me anyways. But is the academy supposed to be this quiet? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Something feels off.
But I will take all of your instincts to heart here.
The Grove has always welcomed scholars. So too would Circe's give us her delicate leaves and extend her branches in greeting.
Ooh. That doesn't sound good.
Yet, it seems both the Grove's messengers and the Titan are indifferent to our arrival.
Maybe we should have waited for Hyacine. Is the Grove closed to visitors?
That doesn't seem likely. Miss Hyacin didn't mention anything about it.
I mean, it could have been recent.
Maybe everybody's still asleep because classes haven't started yet. They don't want to be disturbed, so they shut the entrance.
A reasonable argument, but I doubt it. For now, let's look around and see if we can find out what's happened. You said it, Mem.
This place is too quiet. What in the world is going on?
The dreams of giants sank into the earth and grew into towering colossus like me. Knowledge, like seeds born on the wind, causes flowers to bloom across the land and withered branches to sprout anew. The world pours itself upon me like a spring, My eyes are clear, yet I cannot see myself. Huh. Yoink. Worshipper nymph. Observe our great master Circe's. Such nobility and holiness in that august presence. Wow. It's actually Circe's. That's right. Marvel and praise freely. Such reverence is exactly what the master deserves. Care?
Oh, Trian found it!
Oh?
Everybody, fly across to the other side!
Oh, that, yeah. You study the ancient altar before you. Under the embrace of tree roots, golden butterflies emerge from their cocoons, weaving fleeting patterns in midair. Perhaps this is the essence of memory, wrapped by the passage of time, but never truly erased. Ooh. Ooh, something underneath it. Undelivered Grove report. To our neighbors in the Holy City, second communication of Light Calendar 4931. Achievement report, financial request, resource request, miscellaneous. Lotophagism. No significant progress on using herbs to resist black tide corrosion. No, or phagism probably. No improved grain variety, or new improved grain variety yields increased 800%. That's a damn nice. Caprism. New Chimera recovery potion development successful. Experiments show 87% average seasonal work efficiency increase. Plus or minus 6% depending on individual variation. Long-term report. Changes 3 years after leaving World Wound Web. Erythrochramism. Emotional effect of color when viewed in a human vision. See attachment. Minimal units of art. Nodism. Information encryption and decryption protocol updates. Thoughts on fractal structures. Can we predict everything? Venerationism. Multi-faith ceremonial implements still in development. Calamity Titan content postponed. Helcolithism. Our achievement will be this messenger. Who shall run from the grove to Akama within 2 days? Bear witness. I don't think they made it. Neusporism. No reports submitted. Damn it. That word still has me interested. Maybe Anax has been looked upon by Noose. Well, that was interesting. Kinda.
The entrance on the other side. Where could it be?
Probably over there. I'm still curious about these things, though. Star?
Wilbur's eyes are so sharp!
Thank
I
you.
knew you would find it.
Truly,
The courtyard of Storgi should be just ahead of us.
Courtyard of Storgi. Huh. Don't mind if I do.
a gentle texture and
Hey,
a fine craftsmanship.
I see you back there. Invisible, I'm invisible. Very invisible. Coward nymph. Eek! Why did you turn so suddenly? You frightened me, Gear. It seems the spot isn't secure anymore, Gear. Time to relocate. Sorry. I wonder how many emoticons they managed to go through in this game. In this land. This world. A decree of the 7 sages, damn it.
As I expected, something's not right here.
Should there be people? God, I love the aurora in the background. Even though we're not scholars, Someone should have come forward to receive us by now.
Not to mention that this whole place is also eerily quiet.
Yeah, we haven't seen a living soul. Maybe Aglaya didn't give them a heads up. Maybe something happened.
That's possible.
Hello? Is anyone there?
That's one way to try to get their attention, Trianne. Doesn't seem.
No one's here.
Whoa, that scared me.
I have an idea. Lady Trianne, could you lend me that golden spindle?
I thought I had the golden spindle.
Do you remember? Lady Aglaya said this. While you're in the grove, the golden thread of the weft can also render all things around you visible, regardless of whether they're
Right.
corporeal or not.
Good call, Castrus.
This is achievable because the grove is not only where the roots of Circes are, but also where the chrysalis of gold manifests.
The chrysalis of gold.
Oh, Nestia, with the weft as my vow, I beseech you, entwine my body with your golden thread and affection.
Whoa, that scared me too. Is this some kind of ritualistic prayer?
I'm sorry. I had to recite that chant so that the golden thread would resonate with the Titan's presence within the ley lines.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, we should be able to draw power out of this butterfly exuvia with the golden thread.
There isn't a reaction. Did it not work?
But that shouldn't be.
Maybe let me try. I seem to have success at resonating with the Titans.
Mem.
Eh? Everyone, look over there!
Memmy.
Something's appearing. What's these things? Yeah, I've been wondering about them.
Is that a white dryad?
We've been seeing a bunch of them. Hold that thought, though. Courtyard of Storge. In memory, it was a golden rain. Erotea, bowl of the world's love, returned at dawn, transforming into butterflies that scattered glittering scale dust, blending the bloodlines of those they touched. From that day forward, there was you and me, and I in you. Aha. Sage's statue has been preserved to this day due to proper maintenance. The years have eroded its details. Its story cannot be wiped away. Noticed recruitment prospectus. Ooh, haven't had one of these in a while. What do we got? 4 moves. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go.
A gentle texture and a fine craftsmanship.
Very. Gold, where golden threads intertwine with roots, the Titans exuviate rests here. Golden butterflies flow like tides, their shimmering scale dust, spreading a love between kin through the bloodstreams of both. Oh, that's celestial ambrosia. So restoring those statues gets me ambrosia too. Okay. Should I? Let's do the memory first. The fragment of recollection. Master Kalinicus, we have installed bronze detonators along a number of the Grove main roads as you instructed. Why? Very good. Can we proceed according to plan? There will be no issues on the technology side, but we've already held detonation tests and ensured they were able to damage the bodies of Titans. It's just... You've developed explosives capable of hurting Titans. Wow. Just what? It's just that such methods are blasphemous. Huh. Such things are not important in a moment of crisis. What matters most is that we slow the invasion of the Black Tide as much as possible. Okay, so they're trying to cut off the path to Circes by blowing up the path. And they're hoping that'll stop the Black Tide, or at least hold it off for even longer. I never thought that when our backs were against the wall, we'd be forced to use that Anaxa's wicked ways. So Anaxa is not popular. Other scholars held such reverence for the gods that they never researched such evil technology. I guess Anaxa doesn't hold reverence for them. Even if the Titan disagrees, it's not like they'll say anything. Alright, that's enough lamenting. Gravitas, you have another important mission now. I need you to find a way to leave the Grove immediately and head to Akuma to request aid. I do not know if the Grove can withstand this threat. If we can just hold out until reinforcements arrive, then all will be well. I don't think they ever got word. How recent is this? I mean, how long has Hyacinth been gone? If not, I have no choice but to entrust the core flame to that woman. Which woman? Hyacinth? You want me to leave the front line and be a deserter? No, there is no way. You're Chrysosaur. If anyone is going, it should be you. Oh. I wouldn't have guessed. Don't argue with me. Wait, why wouldn't you entrust the core flame to yourself if you were a Chrysosaur? Don't argue with me. You know you will never win. It is precisely because I'm a Chrysosaur that I must stay and fend off the Black Tide. I will endeavor to ensure we survive until reinforcements arrive. How does one fight the Black Tide, I wonder? I may be a scholar, but I know a bit about fighting. Any normal Black Tide monster is no match for me, so you need not worry. I just don't want to be... Calling for aid is not desertion. Yeah, seriously. If you were not prepared to risk your life, the Black Tide would simply intercept you and kill you before you made it to Akuma. Gravitas, you are the fastest among us. Will you accept this important duty? I will not let you down. May Circes protect your mind, Master Kalinicus. Huh. May the Circes protect your mind. Fascinating. All right. White Dryad. What a cute name. It's like a ghost or...
No, it isn't a white dryad.
What is it?
It is the shadow of a dead white dryad.
Oh, goody.
Dead me, ma'am.
Dead white dryad.
Shadow?
Strictly speaking, these white dryads are still plants. They only gained sentience as a result of Circe's blessing of equality.
Huh.
But their sentience is minimal when compared to that of humans.
Okay.
These flowers have already died. What you see here are just faint afterimages of their souls.
Flowers with souls. Fascinating.
However, this also means that the golden thread has definitely connected with the Titan's presence. Without the golden thread's outlines, we would not have been able to see them at all.
I mean, we saw them on the way up. Well, I guess we did have the golden thread with us.
But what happened to them? Why are there only tiny shadows of them left?
The Black Tide.
Mem, can you read their memories?
Let me try.
Let me try.
Oh!
Mem.
Let me try. Good job, Mem. You're getting better and better. Mem. Hey! Don't say it together with me.
Mem.
You're distracting me. Oh, Mem.
Black cloak. Mem. Sword.
Seriously, Mem, I'm getting more and more impressed by you.
Toward the great tree. Mem.
That's it.
Mem.
The memories are too faint for me to see anything.
Mem.
I can only vaguely make out these words. Yeah, but black cloak sword toward the great tree. Well, the great tree is Circes. Black tide. Not sure about cloak and sword though.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, no kidding.
The deathly fog of Thanatos is fast approaching.
You can be scary when you want to be Casterus.
Oh! Trian will be on high alert!
Please do, Trian. It's a similar pattern as before,
The
but...
smell of death is becoming more and more intense.
Oh boy.
There, on the steps.
Oh, I see the black tide. Are we too late? How long ago did they call for aid? Oh. I still find it fascinating. It's got to be intentional, the way the black tide looks almost digital. Are those creatures of the black tide?
This looks really scary. Mem.
What kind of beast is this? Or is it the Death Titan's kin?
No, it's neither of those. This is a creation of the Black Tide. Such creatures are formed when living beings are corrupted and turned into deformed hollow husks of their former selves.
That sounds a lot like Stellaron corruption.
Everybody, stay alert. Regardless of what has happened to the Grove, the fact that we're seeing the remains of a Black Tide creation here definitely doesn't bode well.
No, it doesn't.
Should we inform Aggie about this?
Can we?
Mem.
Wait! That
Mem.
black thing seems to be moving. Yep. Oh, I love that. Can't understand it, but it's saying something.
The monster is alive! Trian will protect everybody!
No, Trian. You need a rest.
Trian, please hide behind us. Miss, let's do this.
We got this. Battle start. Corrosion. Certain enemies will inflict ally units with the corrosion state. Attacking enemies will restore corroded HP. The more targets hit, the more is restored.
As expected. The words black, sword, and cloak. They're talking about the Black Tide.
Right.
Catadons, countless threads. Thus our fates become one. So fragile, like a wisp of silk.
Listen to the final song of life.
Beautiful.
All together. I'm here.
Stay put! Get there!
I'll overcome the thorns. Or to doubt farewell.
A little honesty would do us. All lies shall be revealed.
Nice. Yeah, there's the corrosion. So it
Is that fear I
does
sense?
some amount of damage, but then on top of that, you get the corrosion. I think.
So fragile, like a wisp of silk.
You defeated it! Little Gray, little Cass, you're so strong!
Damn straight we are. I'm gonna give all the credit to little Cass, of course, but but these monsters, they aren't supposed to show up here, right? No, they're not. This is exceedingly bad.
To think the black tide has spread this quickly to the grove despite its remote location.
Yeah. I don't know how much longer this world has, but it doesn't seem like it has much.
I'm afraid a world where strife has fallen is far more dangerous than we ever imagined.
You think, I don't know, taking out strife was the wrong move? Because they were fighting the black tide. I mean, they were fighting everything else simultaneously. But it seems they were somewhat keeping the black tide at bay. Damn. I mean, it needed to happen though, because they were actively waging war against Akuma, so.
Oh no! Does this mean that Akuma is also in danger?
It might. I mean, wasn't that person found in the outskirts of Akuma with black tide injuries? That's terrible.
Looking at this mess, it seems the scholars at least succeeded in fending off the first wave of attacks.
Right.
But at what price?
That's a question. Changing perspective. At the same time, in Akuma.
Lady Aglaya, after a few days of surgeries, both major and minor, we were able to save the life of that patient found on the outskirts of Akuma.
Good. Now where's the bad news?
Thank you again, Hyacinth, for your hard work.
The scarring of his organs was especially severe, a result of the Black Tide's corruption. It's a miracle he's even survived. I can't say for sure when he'll regain consciousness.
Don't stress yourself out over this. You've already done everything in your power to save him. There's no need to hurry to the Grove either. You deserve a good rest now.
Yeah. There is absolutely a need to hurry to the Grove.
Tribi, I have some things to tell you as well. There's something strange about where that patient came from.
Actually, shouldn't Tribi see through Trian's eyes? That what one knows, the others do too, right? It's one of the extremely valuable things about them being split into three. But what's the strange thing, Aglaya?
He is not Akuman. The way the stitches on his clothes are hidden is quite unique. Such craftsmanship is undeniably from the Grove.
Wait, is this the messenger who was sent from the memory we saw?
The Grove? You mean...
Now that I think about it, Castris and the rest should have arrived at the Grove by now.
We did.
Trian just got in contact.
Okay, so they can, but they don't necessarily inherently they don't have a constant connection to each other where they instantly, no matter what, know what the other knows.
The Black Tide tide has invaded the grove. We haven't detected any survivors, even with the help of the golden thread. What should we do, Aggie?
Oh, no.
The black tide is posing an even greater risk to us now. I did not expect the grove to be the first to be impacted, though.
No, that's bad. And they're the ones researching how to fight it. Yeah. And the core flame is... This is not good. We really need someone to take Strife's core flame. We need another demigod. And Fina needs to recover, too.
Can they tell where the core flame is right now?
Can we?
We see it. The core flame is still there, but...
Is it the thing that was glowing in the back of the tree?
But what?
But they can't say for sure whether the Titan has also been corrupted by the black tide.
Ooh. What would happen if Circe's was corrupted? If reason succumbed to the black tide?
Please let them know that for now, the most pressing task is to identify the core flame and transfer it to a safe place as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
We must also search for survivors and find out exactly what happened to the grove.
I have to agree with Aglaya on this one. Priority number 1, secure the core flame.
Oh, and find Anaxa. Unless something went terribly wrong, he should still be alive.
He's just that kind of guy. A survivor.
They've set off. Please, stay safe, everyone.
No, we will, Treeby, don't worry.
I pray for their safety too.
Aggie, how do you know that Anaxa is still alive?
Because Thanatos himself couldn't drag him down to hell. Or something like that, is my guess.
I know that man all too well. If that blasphemous performer knew that he was not long for this world, he would most certainly try to seize the core flame and drag the Titan down with him.
Oh my god, that's awesome. What do you mean, performer?
Is this a joke as well?
I somehow don't think so.
No, I'm being serious this time. We're facing threats from both within and without Akima. The merciless carnage may have ceased, but Akima's nemesis continues to sharpen their blades even now.
Chrysos War really was somewhat recent.
They may have even prepared the gallows from which to hang us already.
Oh, the Council of Elders. I mean, that old lady seemed like she would love to.
You mean...
Even if the divine authority of strife is as yet unclaimed, the black tide is advancing more rapidly than I expected. I fear this tragedy is more than a mere natural disaster.
Wait. You think someone somehow is making the grove, is accelerating the grove's incursion by the black tide?
Alas, it's too late. The Council will likely take this opportunity to do something... I will try to keep this under wraps for now. But you must also take care and be prepared for anything that may happen.
So they're gonna pin this failure on you and try to take you out?
All right. Should I inform Hyacinth about this?
She probably does need to go back, and if she does, she needs to be aware of what she's walking into.
Not for now. She must be exhausted after performing surgeries non-stop for so many days. I don't want to overwhelm her with this bad news.
Oh, that's fair enough, I suppose, but...
We can only hope that the Grove weathers this crisis with as many survivors as possible.
Yeah.
That being said, based on the condition of this patient, Tribi, we should prepare for the worst. It's likely he is the only one who managed to escape from the Grove against all odds.
I mean, if I'm right, he's the only one that was sent. But I take your meaning. The Grove is not doing well.
Everything will be fine. The people at the Grove are really smart. They'll
Right.
definitely be able to chase away the Black Tide.
I don't know. Yeah, that's the thing. This kind of doesn't matter how smart you are. I've seen incredibly intelligent worlds, or the best minds of other worlds, fall to Stellarons before. Slowly encroached upon, no matter what they did. Glaya said that Anaxa is still alive. If that's true, then there's still hope for everyone else too. Right. Who is this Anaxa anyway? Why does everyone seem to have some kind of trust in him? Both trust and also sort of repulsion.
How should I put it? Lady Aglaya doesn't trust Anaxa at all, I'm afraid.
Yeah, maybe that's the wrong word. Sounds like a big shot.
Despite being a Chrysosaur, Anaxa resolutely believes that Titans and prophecies are a load of nonsense.
Anaxa's onto something. I mean, I'm actually inclined to believe Anaxa's the correct one on this. I mean, the Titans are real, and they're powerful beings, but he is correct that they're not true gods or anything like that.
During our regular citizens' assemblies, he always votes to oppose the Flame Chase journey.
Huh. So he's against you guys taking on the Titan's power.
Mem?
Huh? And he's still able to conduct research here? Didn't you just say that the Grove is an academy that was established around a Titan? Yeah, but I guess he's just that good.
Trian knows the answer to that. Everybody says that Circes, who symbolizes reason, is the most tolerant of novel ideas.
Right.
Apart from Kefali, they're the Titan who treats us the best.
Well, that's cool. Well, it looks like Circes must be really be open-minded if they're accepting of even this kind of novel idea. I mean, yeah.
Yes, that is how we formed an agreement with these Titans who bear no harm toward humanity. If they agree to support us on our Flame Chase journey, we will wait till the final moments of the journey to restore their core flames.
That's cool. That's smart. I was always kind of wondering about that. I mean, I knew you had come to peaceful agreement with some of the others, but it seems they acknowledge that their time is up. They just want as much as they can get in these final moments.
With the exception of Orynyx, that is. They didn't lend us their power willingly.
Yeah, I caught that. Orynyx really hates humanity. Would probably be happy to see the Black Tide consume it, so long as it consumes us first. I don't think. I don't think Orynyx was as reluctant to help as you put it. Or they wouldn't have deemed Stell worthy and allowed me to journey alongside all of you. I mean, fair, but I don't know, they saw something in us that overrid their hatred of humanity.
That is true. It's also fortunate that these gods weren't corrupted by the Black Tide and did not descend into madness.
So far. It seems that might be a distinct possibility here, though.
Trian believes Circes will be alright. After all, everybody says that the people of the Grove are really smart.
Here's hoping.
So, Little Gray and Little Cass, just leave the task of finding Anatza and everyone else to Trian. It's easy for Trian to look for people because we can fly.
Yes, you can. I mean, you're the one who found Cass from Kremnos, right?
Good idea. In that case, please bring the weft along with you, Lady Trian. The golden thread will be much more effective from up above.
Good call once again, Castress.
Please promise us that you'll take care of yourself.
Truly. If I don't want to have to report sad news to Treeby, she would know, or probably instantly, but don't make your other selves sad. That's all I'm saying.
Okie doke. If Trian gets in trouble, we'll look for all of you. In return, if you get in trouble, remember to call for Trian, okay? We'll come right over and open the gate for you.
Of course. Thank you, Trian. We'll try to avoid that, though.
That's the other thing I wish to mention. Do not open the gate unless you have no other choice, Lady Trian. Your body is not in good shape at the moment.
Aw. Yeah, what I hope is that it can recover. And that... I really hope.
Okay. We will keep that in mind. Trian was just trying to help.
Please don't help to your own detriment, Trian.
Of course, we know that. After all, Lady Trian is a demigod, the most powerful among all of us here.
Yeah. But also, being a demigod is hard on your body.
Remember all those brave heroes in the tales you've heard? They would always save their strength until the very last moment. That way, they could ensure that nothing went wrong with their plans. Isn't that right?
I mean, yeah. As long as you don't let saving your strength cause you even more trouble. It does happen in some stories.
In that case, brave Trian shall clear the way for all of you.
Here she goes. Little Trian is so motivated. I mustn't fall behind. I don't think you have to worry about that. I'll use something to help all of my friends that only I have. Orynyx's power. Good call. I wonder if I'll find any memories.
Monsters.
We'll find some useful memories here. Let me try. Of course, of course. Let me take a look around first, though. Okay, there's the memories. Probably. The grove isn't too big. Might be multi-level, though. Fix the statue. Beyond the veil. Try to sense the black tide monsters. Oh! Which black tide monster? Ma'am, how do we, There it is. This monster's body is twisted like brambles, not allowing any living being to approach. Let me see. Ow! That hurt! And I didn't even detect any memories. Let's avoid accidentally corrupting ourselves, ma'am. Any others? This one? No? Maybe up there. Not that one. Here's another. The black-colored monster has fallen like a toppled statue. Within its body lie golden ashes, perhaps the same substance as the golden blood that is commonly seen in Amphorius.
Mem.
Hmm.
Memmy Mem.
Same golden blood, huh?
Memmy Mem.
It's no good.
Memmy Mem.
I didn't see anything. They don't have memories, or just beyond your power. A despicable, twisted life form. It was once a living soul that could mourn pain, but now it can only turn its head at others, till its soul drifts silently out of its shell. Maybe this monster will show us some useful memories. What does it smell like? I shouldn't have gotten my hopes up. Ugh. I really tried my hardest. Why couldn't I see even a sliver of a memory? I mean, the obvious answer is they just don't have any.
It could be because when a life is devoured by the black tide, it loses its soul.
And Mem relies on reading the souls of beings. Yeah. Seems like a reasonable conclusion. Thrice daily, what? You reflect on yourself. Self-reflecting nymph. Life's impermanence strikes without warning. Even as a bug in this garden of reason, one must maintain daily self-examination. Here. Who am I? Where am I? What shall I eat? Why shall you eat? The door seems locked. It's locked.
I can't open it. It was probably sealed in order to ward off the black tide.
I mean, that's good if it worked. There's no keyhole in this door. Flaming lance. Charge!
Save your energy. Yanis's power is far stronger than we could ever imagine.
What, the door? Or bypassing the door? Since this door is a creation of the three titans of fate, maybe the eyes of Orynyx will help me find a way to open it. Maybe.
Are you serious? Just a mere door, and your first instinct is to call on the gods?
Is that an Axa? Oh, I love him already.
Before you try unlocking the door, perhaps you should first find a way to clear the fog that clouds your vision.
You scared me. Are you the echoes of a memory? No.
My name is Anaxagoras, one of the 7 sages of the Grove of Epiphany, and the founder of the New Sporists. Before we go any further, rule number 1, do not call me Anaxa.
So that you're not a fan of that name? Anaxagoras is what you would prefer us to call you? Also, so you founded the Newsporists. Yeah, it makes me really think you've been gazed on by Noose. I mean, it's at least my best explanation. I don't for a second believe it's coincidence. I'll just stick to I'll just stick to Anaxa. Now, can you tell me?
Rule number 2, never interrupt me. Silence is golden.
All right. What a difficult person. Yeah, I can certainly see it. Though I still kind of like him.
The person standing here and conversing with you right now isn't the vestiges of a memory, Rather, it is the culmination of the greatness of science and the pure, irrefutable, and undeniable exalted truth.
Wait, is this a basically just a recording of you?
Through the wonders of alchemy, I have shattered my soul and transmuted it into gold before burying it in this spot. I have recorded these words so that visitors may learn where their next destination lies.
Damn. You shattered your soul? It seems insane. Perhaps you are a little insane, though.
Oh, mem.
Alchemy can do that?
Nothing is impossible.
Yeah, it can
Having
respond.
said that, alchemy is not omnipotent. Each time you hear from me, an equivalent part of my soul is being consumed as the price.
Oh, no.
In other words, this voice isn't created out of thin air.
And you're willing to do that? How much of your soul is consumed? But how is it that you can respond to me? Are you really the echoes of a memory?
That's because my precise calculations account for every possibility.
Oh, we're going that route.
I also know that you have already discovered the cause of the calamity at the Grove, the Black Tide, and that you mistakenly believe that the scholars have been wiped.
I mean, no, not all of the scholars. We knew you were alive.
But that is where you're wrong. While the Black Tide was still approaching the Grove, the sages found a way to evacuate the vast majority of the scholars. They are heading toward the holy city of Akama as we speak.
Oh, good.
Only a small fraction of the scholars stayed behind with me to defend the Grove. If all goes well, Circe's core flame will reach Akama before long.
Wait, but Circe's core flame is still here, isn't it?
But since you have accessed this message, something unforeseen must have occurred. For now, you should continue onward to the Luminary Throne, where you may retrieve the core flame. And our mortal remains.
So now you are, assuming that anyone remaining here is dead.
And now, the objective is complete. That is all.
Okay, I can see why he's willing to pay the price. It's not just a message he leaves here for everybody, but in this specific situation. It's impressive, though. He disappeared again? Did he finish what he wanted to say? Yeah, I think so.
Miss, judging from your reaction, you must have found a useful memory.
Wait, did you not see that? Oh. I assumed that was a hologram we could all see. Powered by his soul. Recount what you saw in the memory.
Professor Anaxa? That's a lot to digest at once. I'm sorry. Please give me some time.
But of course, take your time. He said his name is Anaxagoras.
You don't have to take that too seriously. For some reason, he's especially particular about his full name.
I wonder why. Newsporists and alchemy refer to...
Professor Anaxa theorizes that all beings originate from the same source and have a similar composition, which in this case refers to the soul. He calls this theory Newsporism.
Interesting. I mean, I know in the context of this universe, I think he might actually be right.
It is an extremely complicated theory. You should get him to explain it himself if you're interested.
But of course.
Provided that he is still alive.
I mean, I have to believe so. Like Aglai said, if he wasn't, he would take everyone down with him. Everyone seems to have been evacuated.
Yes, that seems like the only good news so far. We can just focus on retrieving the core flame then.
Of course, Akama is becoming truly the last bastion of humanity. More so than even before. Perhaps Anaxa didn't manage to survive.
I do not wish to consider this possibility. Perhaps they were just unable to transfer the core flame and but managed to escape.
We'll see. We have to go to the Luminary Throne. The Luminary Throne? What sort of place is that? Why would there be a throne in an academy? For the Titan? I don't know.
It is located at the top of the giant tree and is where Cersei's core flame is kept.
Oh,
According to Anaxa, the core flame should still be there.
okay. Is the throne for the core flame then, or?
But making our way there won't be as simple as the professor made it sound.
Why? Oh, but on the bright side, it sounds like a place that's easy to defend and difficult to attack. It does. If that's really the case,
All right.
if that's really the case, I think that everyone, including Anaxa, will definitely be all right. Anaxagoras, mem.
Right. Let's see whether he left any similar directions for us along the way.
Of course. Hey, the door can finally be open.
Alchemy is truly
Message.
incredible.
Guess the message was a lock. Well, that's cool. Guess we'll keep moving to the Luminary Throne. But... Fitness guide. That's fun. But, I think I will have to stop for now.